What's going on, guys? Let's have a little conversation. One of the things that you consistently see on the internet is how to manage your money, how to save your money, where to put your money. And let's go ahead and have this conversation. If you are the average person in America and you're out here working, making money, paying bills, none of that stuff means anything to you. Because if you're the average person, making average income in America is $31,500. That is what like 85% of the people in this country make as a single person income. So if you're in that arena, none of this stuff about making money, setting it up, where to put your money, how to manage your money, it is completely meaningless to you. Why? It's not because you're stupid. It's not because you're dumb. You just don't have enough money to do anything with. And that's the big problem. So let's go ahead and have this conversation. What can you do to create more money in your life? Now, there's a lady here on YouTube. Her name is Christy Van. She has fantastic financings and she teaches velocity banking. And one of her principles is you can pay off debt without getting an additional job, using the tactics and stuff that are part of velocity banking. And I agree with that. Her numbers are sound. If you do certain things, use certain debt tools, you can pay off debt really, really quickly. However, let's have a different thought, because one of the things that I consistently see is getting away from doing something extra. So let's go ahead and take Christy Van. Let's say you are out here using a debt tool. Let's say you have a personal line of credit, $15,000, and this is your debt tool. All right, so you're following all the principles of putting your money in your debt tool and paying off your debt real quick. Now, let's say you go ahead, you watch Christy Van, and then you follow her stuff, and then you have this brilliant idea of keeping your job and starting a small business. Let's just go ahead and say you start a small business selling blankets on Etsy, just making something up. And you know how to make blankets. You've got a system where you can make these beautiful custom homemade blankets. And you've been doing it for years. And you literally have a ton of these blankets just sitting around. You've got like a few hundred of them. And you start putting your blankets on Etsy. And then you start selling them for $300, $400, $500 a blanket. And you get to the point where you're making $5,000 a month selling your blankets on Etsy. And you still have your job. Your wife still has let's go ahead and say your husband still has his job. You still have your job. And now you're making an additional $5,000 to throw into your debt tool. So instead of it taking you a year or maybe 24 months, you pay off your debts in 2 to 3 months. Why? Because you've added more money to your debt tool. And this is one of the things that I consistently see on the internet, where people refuse to accept the premise that if you add more money to the system, things work much better. Everyone is trying to find this money management, this system where they don't have to do anything extra and to get all of these amazing benefits. And I'm here to tell you, typically it doesn't work. Typically it ends in failure. But if you go ahead and create more money to add to your debt tool, this will dramatically change the things that you're doing. This will dramatically change the things that you're trying to do. This will dramatically change the things in your process. Here at Personal Capital, we teach you how to set up holding companies. We teach you how to set up businesses. We teach you all of the things, because when you add more money to your situation, this goes ahead and creates a really different situation. When you add more money, you open up the doors to doing things much quicker, much faster, and stacking cash. Let's go back to the person who started selling blankets. $5,000 a month, $60,000 a year. And they keep doing it because they have all these blankets that they've made for years that were literally just laying around the place, and they just start selling their stored inventory. And then what she does is she comes up with another idea, how to make blankets, starts a YouTube channel. So we have the Etsy shop that's making one stream of income. We have the YouTube channel teaching people how to make blankets. And there's a woman here on YouTube who actually created a YouTube channel talking about how to create blankets, and she starts selling the supplies to make blankets, became a multi-million-dollar business. So once you go ahead and get it in your head that you need to do more and add more to the situation by creating more money, things dramatically change. They dramatically change. The things that you can do, the things that you can build, the things that you can create, the things that you can set up. So that's our conversation for today. What we want to do is become creators, builders, and do these things where we add more money to the situation so we can get bigger and better benefits. All right, so we're going to have some new training coming up in November, so be looking out for that. I'll put it in the first comment once it's ready and let you know. And we're going to have a different set of training and a different set of things. So there you go. You got the information. I'll see you guys in the next video.